Heartland Waterfowl presents Behind the Blind Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Blind, brought to you by Double T British Kennels. Check them out online. I think it's britlabs.com. I figured that out today when I was writing the description of the last podcast that we did last night. And if you haven't seen that, go check that out on YouTube or Spotify. Video versions available there. Welcome back. Another episode. It's our 12th season of production here with Heartland Waterfowl. Logan Burditt, Joe Palumbo, Everett Adkins. I'm Ronnie Philips. A lot to get to in this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned because at the end of this podcast, we're going to tell you how you can be a winner from Heartland Waterfowl, as we got some really cool stuff that we're going to be giving away during this trip. So we thought we were going to have a really good hunt today. We were very optimistic about it. When we showed up, we were going to hunt a loaf. Man, it looked sexy. It looked good. There was feathers all around the water. There was goose droppings all around. They obviously had been in there. And then what happened, Logan?
Same thing that happened yesterday, -2.
Actually, even worse than that. Would you like to expand on that? I mean, I know you don't. I know you don't want to expand on it.
We've been watching them go to this field that we couldn't get permission on, and then coming back to the water about 10 o'clock. And they've been doing it for, I don't know, a long time according to the feathers around the pond, but we've been seeing it for 2 or 3 days, and they never came back.
It was bizarre.
They went to a pasture that was right next to the field that we haven't ever seen them go into, but you know, it was super cloudy and super windy, and I think if that sun would have came out, it would have been a different story. But they shouldn't have done what they did. But what do you do?
They would have been more susceptible to come to the loaf if the sun was out.
It was one of those deals where you're like, "This is a perfect scenario," and we were like, "Okay." I say perfect. At this point in time with early season geese, you're always afraid that they're going to come back at once, right? Out of the field, and they'll come back at once. And the longer the day went, the longer we got more and more nervous of that, where you might only get one go at this. Right. You know, we didn't catch any birds trading back and forth in the morning. They didn't go water to water or anything like that. So, yeah, we. I don't even know the terminology.
We threw the football around for a while this morning.
Yeah, I found my tight spiral again. That was fun.
I don't know about tight.
Well, there was a few there.
That took you back to the Maryville days.
Marysville, yes, it did. We kind of joked around too because there were times where the sun came out and then it would get cloudy and then the sun would come out again. And Cody had said something about, well, if the clouds stay, it might help with them because if it was sunny, they may all come at once. And I think at that point we were just grasping for straws of positivity.
Yeah, everything.
We also talked about the wind was kind of light. I mean, it was a good enough wind to have a good goose hunt over water. But it wasn't what we were expecting. And then the wind picked up, and then the conversation was, well, did they just bounce from the feed to the pasture next to the feed because of the wind? And I don't know. Again, you can overthink this stuff a lot, but what was your evaluation of that, Joe, based on your experience of early goose hunting?
I got his answer. It's early season
They're
geese.
just early season geese.
Yeah,
right.
It's just it.
I'm just trying to create
That was your answer.
That's not my answer.
What's your answer?
I have a theory of what really transpired this morning.
Okay, let me hear it.
I believe that.
So
whenever
I believe they didn't fly.
Yeah, no doubt. Whenever they went to the feed this morning and they were sitting there, like we could see birds, keep going to the feed, and then about that 9:30, 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30, we thought that we were seeing birds, getting up and maybe bouncing around in the wheat.
No, they weren't doing that.
They definitely weren't. They
were just bouncing to the pasture.
They were out there feeding hour and a half or so, and then they bumped up, and literally, I mean, it was like they just flew right over the fence line. They didn't fly. They didn't fly 100 yards.
How far was that feed from us? You think about a mile?
Yeah,
not even.
Yeah,
it's the next field over technically.
Yeah,
so I mean, half mile.
But we were sitting there thinking the whole time that they're just moving further in the field, or they're just bouncing around spots in the field. And still thinking that, hey, these birds are still going to come loaf and come by our little drinking slough. Lo and behold, they weren't moving around in the field still feeding. They were just bumping up moving into that pasture, but we had no idea.
Right.
And then it got to be noon. We're sitting there like, all right,
Are they still
we need to
there?
get our day planned out. Like,
Yeah.
we need to get back. We need to go scout this afternoon. We got to sit here all day for this. What are
we got a tea time we got to make.
Yeah, the concern was the golf.
But no, I mean, we ended up sitting till 12:30, 1 o'clock. Is
Pretty close, yeah.
I think so, but
And then Cody finally just drove over there and was
whenever we were
they're
going
in
to get the
pasture.
buggy, Cody hopped in the truck and he was like, they're sitting in the pasture. Like, let's get out of here.
So what is the actual theory on why they went to the pasture as opposed to what they had been doing the last couple of days coming to the water?
I think it's because of the wind we had this morning, the low ceiling, with the overcast, it wasn't
kind of
foggy. It wasn't foggy.
Hazy, kind of.
Yeah.
It was that filtered light.
But anyway, I just feel like if it had been a bright bluebird sunny day, 75 degrees come, 11, 12 o'clock like it was, supposed to really, then I think they would have been more susceptible coming right back to that little loaf and then going back to the roost or whatever, or hanging there till they go back out and feed in the afternoon, But I just think the low ceiling with the clouds and, a heavier, it wasn't ripping or nothing.
But they're young birds. A lot of them are young
but
birds.
But it was a steady 10 to 15 mile an hour all morning. But
yeah, and we weren't supposed to have much wind
at all.
and it was supposed to be sunny.
Yeah.
And whatever.
And we're not supposed to have any wind tomorrow, so they say.
So maybe we should go back to the low.
Right. I think
it seriously could be an option. It's not like we screwed anything up.
I think the winds, we're supposed to have like a 4 mile an hour wind out of the north tomorrow, which if you know anything, it's a zero. I mean, that's a
negative.
That's a reverse wind almost. It's not blowing, it's sucking.
It's sucking.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. But anyway, now, I mean, we thought we had the right idea. I feel like we had the right idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was a smart plan. It just didn't work out. Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Birds have different plans. You mentioned the haze. I think I'd heard Tyrell kind of joking about there must be some fires to the north. Apparently from our scout tonight talking to Mike, there is some
that's
fires.
why the sunsets are so red right now too and real hazy in the evenings.
Yeah.
I think it's Canada, parts of Canada.
BC, and he said that there were some fires in Montana as well.
Yeah, a little bit of smoke.
So
a little residual smoke blowing through with this northwest wind we had.
I had said next to Logan, and when we were in the blind, that man, the wind, there's some good stiff wind, but it's not that bad. And then I later had, as we got back and I was thinking about it, I was like, the early season geese, a lot of them are young. They probably haven't fought flying that far in the wind because typically they're not flying that far to go feed anyway. So
no, it's very hard right now to even sit on top of a hill and watch birds fly because they're not flying far, And the only reason that they're flying far is they're sitting on water or born on water that fields around there haven't been cut yet.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that they're venturing out, right? Or, I mean, we saw 5-6 scout trucks tonight. So now they're getting, busted around. They're getting moved around. Birds are getting. I mean, we saw 2 guys tonight that had 8 dozen full bodies out laying in the middle of a crown of the field that we saw birds in the last 2 nights, and
they were hunting it this afternoon.
Yeah, we don't know if they did any good, but I mean, there's a lot of guys out hunting. The early seasons, it's the weekend now, the opening weekend, so there's people around and
see more.
Birds are getting busted and moved around, and it's just part of it.
So we felt like some of those birds this morning maybe got shot at coming from the south.
For sure, yeah,
because they hadn't been coming that way.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's early season. People are wanting to get out. We're not the only ones that want to get out and hunt in August,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, we talk about this every time. We talked about it last night. It is so easy to overanalyze all of this because it's what we do. Like, that's the fun in trying to figure out how to trick. You're trying to figure out how to trick these
Every
things.
Day's different, dude.
You can overthink it, but
Big time.
for the sake of the conversation and us doing this podcast, it is a fun conversation to have. The other thing that was interesting about this is that they went out to feed a lot earlier than we had expected, which we had thought was going to be a good thing, right?
First light, dude. First light they were out.
And we're like, oh, sweet. And they went out
6:30, they were flying this morning.
And they didn't really. There was one big group that went out, but it was a trickle when they went out. And so we were thinking, wow, this is great. They're going to get out there, they're going to feed, they're going to come loaf early. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We're going to be out of here, meet our tea time, and be on down the road. But none of that really came to fruition. Speaking of golf, I felt like I needed to, for my own health and for the health of everybody else, so that I didn't get too crabby, I decided to stay back and take a nap. But you guys went out and got a round of golf in, which
we played nine. We played 9 at the municipal 9
got
hole.
a 9 in.
Yeah.
Little municipal 9 hole.
Yeah.
So for those of you, Everett and I, being the old man of the group, decided to get our beauty sleep. But you guys went out and got some golf. How did it go?
I learned today that cart paths are for the birds, and when the municipal 9 doesn't have a cart path, you don't have to abide by cart path rules.
Oh,
It's really nice to be able to pull up right next to the green and no one cares.
I forgot about that.
Nobody
the last time we did
cares.
that up here. Yeah,
That was good, man.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We had a really good time.
you had a little competition though.
Yeah, we did a little 3-man scramble.
6-man.
Well,
But it was a
3
3-man team.
Yeah.
Well, there's 6 of us.
yeah. So it was me, Big Mike, and Dakota versus Central Dakota Lodge.
Cody
Cody, Cole,
and
and
Joe.
Joe.
What are you flexing on me back there? I'm the only one that can see you, but what are you
BT,
flexing?
would you like to say something about
What are you
that?
flexing on?
Hey, Dakota played well today.
Just flexing on that W today.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
you haven't been too busy at work. You're spending too much time at the driving range.
And by the way, you owe me $10, Joe.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, there was money involved.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Good
were
thing you weren't
hoping
there.
we were hoping to play 18, but we ran out of time
Yeah, dude,
before we had to go
scout,
scout. Yeah.
yada, yada,
Well,
yada.
Q was out on the golf course with you and got some pretty good footage. So let's take a look at what had happened on the golf course today. I think we're going to see some scenes of you guys
Oh,
on
here
the
we go.
course doing some
Oh,
putting.
Shooter McGavin himself.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
I'm not gonna lie. This
And
was
here we go.
this is one of my good shots.
Who's narrating?
God bless America. Joe Palumbo, ladies and gentlemen.
Palumbo, up on my ass. Up on my ass. Wake up.
That was nice. That was nice. I'll say it. That was nice. Game's game. That was nice. Baller's ball. Baller's ball. That was nice.
You might want to watch the audio on this at the end of this one. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep. I'll get it for you. Let me get it for you. Let me grab.
What'd you say there, Joe?
It's not appropriate.
Okay.
It was.
What were you trying to say?
I was just trying to.
Good job. Good
I was
job.
Just trying to emphasize the. No,
Good
I was
job.
just saying good job.
Okay. And it sounded like even though you guys lost, it was a pretty evenly
Till the
played
last hole.
game.
Till the last hole, Logan drove the green. and
Yeah.
made the eagle, so.
So you guys lost by one stroke or two?
made that clutch putt, and then Cody made 2 really long ones that kept him in it. So like we were really putting the pressure on him. Dakota was just smashing today.
Nice.
Yeah.
So are you saying that he was your
Ringer, no, but he did a good job.
who was the ringer on your team?
Probably Mike.
Okay.
Mike, it's his home course. He's a
Sure.
member. You know, we
Okay.
got a few member
Yeah,
bounces.
you got a couple bounces.
What
He
was
took a breakfast ball first thing off the tee, but yeah, you know.
so on 9 holes? I think you guys or that shot 7 or 8 under.
Yeah,
right.
we did good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what did you guys shoot?
one less of that.
Oh, one.
Yeah.
So it was a 1-stroke win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know if we're going to get a chance to go back out on the golf course while we're here. We got 2 more days of hunting. There's a possibility we'll do that. Maybe we'll go walleye fishing.
We're
see.
going fishing tomorrow.
yeah. We're fishing tomorrow.
Okay, so golf is done.
No,
What is
we're
that?
golfing grudge match on Sunday.
Oh, well, I might come out there then.
Okay.
I might come out on Sunday and show you guys what a loser
Maybe
really
we
looks
want you to
like.
take a nap.
Well,
I'm just kidding. You can come play
whoever's-
golf.
Whoever's playing good does not want me
They
on
let
their
you.
team.
They let you play tensomes if you want. So it's not like you have to play a foursome.
I think I need to redeem myself from the last time I tried to play on that course. That was awful 2 years ago. Up next on the list is the tip of the day. I don't know, based on how everything went, you guys got a special tip of the day or tip of early season goose hunting that you would like to throw out there since it's on the list? It's anything that comes to mind, Everett?
Be where they want to be, even if it's not the day before. You just got to figure it out.
Just give them the tip.
The plan is watch him go out the night before and then go do something totally
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
And you'll succeed.
All right, let's send it to Dakota behind the board to give us the ducked up question of the day. Before we do that, let's brought to you by Dirty Duck Coffee. If your coffee sucks, it ain't the duck. The duck, it's I'm sorry. if your coffee sucks, it ain't the duck. The duck hunters and Heartland Waterfowl's preferred coffee in the blind and around the breakfast table after the hunt. I'll get that memorized.
One more time. Let me see you knock that out one more time.
Hey,
I need to reword that.
My wife loves the cold brew.
It is good.
With the King Eider on the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really like the King Eider. I'm not a cold brew guy, but
I like High Velocity because I like the diesel fuel type of coffee, and Dark Dynasty. Anybody else got a...
I'm a Morning Wood
Well,
guy.
I'm sure you were. I was waiting for that, but didn't crash.
You like the Woodies.
Yeah. So morning. Wow. Dirty Duck Coffee bringing you the ducked up question of the episode. What is it, Dakota?
Okay, so with us tiptoeing into football season, this one kind of touches on that. And what we've got is your team gets to win a national championship or a Super Bowl, or you get to go on your dream hunt. And the circumstances on the dream hunt, it's like everything you can ask for. Like
bucket list.
It's bucket list, and also it's really good. So not only is it the hunt that you want to go on, but when you go on it, it's phenomenal. So you either get to pick between that or your college football team or NFL team that you ride with wins a championship.
Wow. That's tough. Logan, I guess we'll start with you. The bucket list. Yeah, well, we'll go around this way.
Hold on. This isn't really fair.
Yeah.
Because
y'all
you're right. Have watched.
You're right.
No. You're going to the Super Bowl. Like, you're going to be in attendance. None of us have been in attendance at a Super Bowl, or at least of our team Super Bowl.
Well, okay.
You don't want to go back to 1993?
Okay. No, it's your turn.
You see what I'm saying? All right. So whether
I get it.
I know you've got a couple college teams. Whatever your most passionate team.
Don't
No, shake your head.
I'm that guy. You're right. I'm that guy.
Just in attendance, or do you got like a suite, a box?
Sure. You got a
whatever you want.
Passes.
Yeah, you got. Look,
you're calling the plays, Everett.
You got.
Can you bring all your friends? Just a couple friends?
Oh, geez.
You have a lot of friends.
Listen,
yeah.
All right. You're going to your team's game. So go ahead, Logan.
I was thinking about this before the pod started, and
do we know what your bucket list hunt is?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What is it?
I don't know. I'm asking
you. Tell me. What do you think it is?
What do I think your bucket list hunt is?
It's waterfowl, right? So I'm sticking to waterfowl.
Man, I've seen you experience so many things. I mean, you've done the Cold Bay thing. You've killed a swan in North Dakota. California, maybe cinnamon teal. Would that be? No. I don't know. You've shot. Harlequin,
okay. So at first I thought it would be like overseas, or out of the country. So maybe Mexico, Argentina, maybe over in Europe shooting, I don't know, pinkfoot or specks. I don't know. But I think I would really want to go up to Nunavut and shoot snows. Okay. I think that's what I want to do. And I don't know that there's a couple maybe small people that do that, but it'd be cool to just have a couple weeks up there to kind of just go
ways away.
Yeah, getting up there's. But hey, he's saying that you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
So if I could go up there,
I don't know. What would you get? Like, we're talking like getting special treatment, VIP. You're going through an outfitter. You're not going to get that in Nunavut, are you?
No. Right. You're going to be probably camping in the woods.
So if you were to go on this very glamorous, you're getting the gold star dinners and treatment, and they're rolling out the red carpet for you.
I don't know that it'd be a waterfowl hunt, right?
Okay. What would it be?
Oh, maybe like a ram. Maybe the golden ticket.
Okay.
I don't know. I really don't know. But
so
if it was waterfowl based, like high end, I think Argentina would be your best bet. If you're talking like 5-star, you're going to go and shoot as many ducks as you really want to. And in the afternoon, you might pull the trigger and shoot 500 dove if you can shoot them, or 1,000 doves.
Okay, let's say that. You're going on a wing shooting trip to Argentina at a really nice resort.
I would be okay with that.
So are you doing that?
For sure, yeah.
Or are you going to see the Chiefs in a suite at the Super Bowl?
I like going to sporting events, but I can watch the Chiefs win on TV, and I've already seen it the last 2 years. So
Joe's reaction. I hope you're watching.
And
on
they're going to
three-peat.
And they're going to three-peat.
Yes,
next.
All right, Joe Palumbo. Joe is.
You act like you didn't sit here and watch back-to-back championships.
That's true.
It's been a minute.
Don't complain about it. You're America's team.
It's been a minute.
You picked America's team. You're like, I'm from Pennsylvania. America's team.
Yeah.
I'm going Super Bowl tickets all the way.
Okay.
No doubt.
But tell us what your bucket list hunt would be. After we just kind of talked about Logan's, what that could be, what that looked like. Do you have something that you still are aspiring to achieve as a hunter?
Oh, I got huge aspirations. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I got huge aspirations.
Okay, what's the first one that comes to mind?
Man, really, right now, I would love to. Man, I'd love to shoot an elk with my bow in September, bugling. You know, get the Arizona governor's tag, something like that. Be pretty legit.
Right.
But
That
no,
would
I'm
be
going
5-star.
No, I'm going Cowboys Super Bowl, man, all the way, no doubt about it. All day. VIP.
You guys better get a new
Field
quarterback
passes.
and sign that receiver.
We're not talking. We're not getting into the football. It's a simple question.
Hypothetical.
We're not getting into the hypothetical.
Maybe in a couple years.
Ronnie, what about you? What do you got? What do you got? Are you going Chiefs Super Bowl?
No,
VIP,
he's going
field
K-State
passes?
national championship over Alabama or something. Ohio State.
But are you doing that, or are you doing your?
First of all, I'm thinking of the bucket list, and I would have to agree with Logan that the thing that I've often really kind of dreamed about is going to Argentina. I've had so many friends. I've actually had friends who've worked and sold hunts to Argentina. I've got a friend, our buddy Paul, who I introduced you guys to. He's got a great outfit in Mexico, which somewhat, like if you watch the footage, it resembles what you hear about or see in short footage from Argentina. So going on like one of those where there's just dove everywhere, and you don't ever stop shooting. They're always flying in front of you, and then doing like a duck hunt in the afternoon or something like that. I think that would be incredible at a beautiful resort where you're getting incredible steak dinners and just the,
So what are you picking?
5-star.
five-star treatment. So what I'm
VIP?
saying is that if it was because I am a passionate Chiefs fan and passionate K-State fan, I would pick the Argentina over going to the Super Bowl to see the Chiefs. But if it was K-State playing in a national championship, because they've never played in a national championship, I'm going to go to K-State over that. If I'm getting the free tickets and I'm getting the suite and all expense paid, you bet I'm going to go watch K-State play in a national championship over going to Argentina. Because here's the thing. I can always go to Argentina another time. I don't know.
The Dove are always going to be down there.
I don't know. I don't know. Now the Chiefs might go back to another Super Bowl. I don't know that K-State, as much as I love them.
I don't know if the Cowboys are going to go either. I don't know.
That was rough.
Everett.
Moving on to Everett. What's your what's your
going
bucket
hunting?
list hunt?
Bucket list, I'm either going to think about a snowy Snake River duck hunt up in Montana or storm widgeon in Washington.
Ooh, that's a solid choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. But are you going? Are you going Super Bowl national championship, or are you going Storm?
My boy Everett is a K-State fan too.
Yeah. I kind of look at it like Ronnie does, but either one of those events, if you can't bring your friends into the suite and everything, then I'm probably going to choose the bucket list hunt.
This isn't about your friends. This is about you.
I know, but I want my friends to be there to experience.
So you want the
something
three of
like
us to
that.
come with you? Okay.
Yeah,
All right, all right.
yeah.
Am I invited?
Well, but the problem
We're the only
is,
Am I on the list? I want to know if I'm on the list.
I don't know. You might not make the cut if I can only get 3 tickets.
Everett just kind of sneaks off sometimes. You just never know where he goes and
but
who he's hanging out with.
they may not go because they're on their bucket list hunt.
I'll invite my other friends.
Oh, sorry, we didn't invite you on
Mike's
that.
over
That's
there
funny.
eating his shoe, too.
All right, we've been fixing to fry up some walleye.
Yeah, that's the good thing that we did get a lot of walleye yesterday. So the fish fry is coming up. We're gonna enjoy that immensely. And what's up with the mac and cheese? Holy, did we bring that?
No, Coco made it.
Wow, there's a lot of mac and cheese, but we're off topic. Wow. Let's keep this thing going. So anyway, there's the ducked up question of the day. Thanks to Dirty Duck Coffee. What do you got, Dakota?
Yeah, I think that we need to have answers from the panel as well.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
There we go. All right, Dakota. If you're going to see, first of all, what's your bucket list hunt?
Okay, I think my bucket list hunt would definitely be the Argentina thing.
Okay.
I think that sounds so fun. But with the circumstances with this year, if I could pick it, if the championship was this year, I'm going to go Nebraska National Championship. I'm going to pick up a quick grand off of Ronnie, off of the bet, and I'm going to spend Ronnie's money at the national championship
Nice.
while I'm there.
Nice.
Okay, so maybe it's next year.
Yeah, maybe it's next year.
No, I'm saying if we don't have a bet,
And
right?
Keenan scores a touchdown.
Yeah, Keelan scores winning touchdown.
Keelan
like an
Smith?
80-yard,
Yeah,
80-yard bomb.
Well, you got to explain who Keelan Smith is now.
Okay, so Keelan's my cousin. It's wide receiver at Nebraska, freshman there, and hopefully he's going to get some playing time. But, yeah, I think that's my thing.
Go Huskers.
Nebraska championship.
You're going to pick that over Argentina.
How long have you
think
been
so
a
for
Nebraska
now.
fan?
About 2 months.
Long enough, baby.
That's why I was curious.
The blood's red.
I think I've educated Dakota more on Nebraska football than he's even known about Nebraska football.
There's a lot of history.
There's
there.
a lot of history there.
Tim Couch.
In fact, K-State, we lost there for a while.
Tommy
there.
Frazier.
No, Tommy Frazier.
Was that the
Yep.
wing T option dude?
Maybe
back in day?
maybe
Triple option.
Yeah.
he's up there in my top 5 best quarterbacks of
For
college
sure.
football. Oh,
Yeah,
he
for
was
sure.
awesome.
Yes, he was.
Q,
And I
does
don't
Q have
even
a
like the
microphone?
Huskers.
Yeah.
Does Q have a microphone? We know he's an Oklahoma fan, so he's going to come in on this. So what's your bucket list, Hunt Q?
Probably I got to be a bandwagon. Just jump on it. The Argentina thing. I mean,
Wow.
I think
I
that's
guess we gotta
everyone.
Guess we need to go to
And I
Argentina.
really thought that one of you two would pick an elk hunt, like a big game hunt.
Oh, I've done that, but
Oh, that's true. Been there, done that.
He's already
Okay.
done it.
I filled my tag, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Anyways,
One-upper. Always got to be a one-upper.
anyways, you guys know Boomer Sooner all day. So I would
So-
take another national championship to add to the
Another.
trophy case.
So I threw that in there.
Yep.
So, but here's the thing: you may not get a chance to go to Argentina, but you might have another chance because, and look, this is mad respect for Oklahoma. I mean, they've won national championships in recent years. Well, no, maybe not recent years. Early 2000s was the last time, right? Is that right? The last, I mean, still the
He
last 20
doesn't
years.
know. He
Come
doesn't
on,
know.
they don't stand a
My
chance
point
in the
is,
SEC.
the point is to I'm trying to give credit where credit is due. It's a good program. I mean, their head football coach came from K-State, so they're gonna continue to have great success. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, keep talking.
But you can't. I mean, Argentina. That's a bucket list thing that you can't always go to. But there's a better chance for Oklahoma maybe to go to a national championship. You're still going to pick that over Argentina.
No, I'll probably go with Argentina.
I think
So
we're
I
both
just switched your mind. I just switched your mind, is what I think.
Very
Yeah, I did.
persuadable.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
You
I think
changed
we're
me.
both just thinking
All right,
that
so what
the Argentina thing is going to happen on the behalf of HW.
Yeah, you guys
anyways.
are just throwing that out there. So it's like, figure it out, Logan.
Okay.
Figure that one
That
out.
is your part of the
Yes,
dig.
I'll figure it out. I get the hint. Anyways, what are we doing tomorrow?
Before we get to what we're doing tomorrow, we got to get to the Outlaw Moment of the Day, brought to you by Outlaw Beer. Right? So real quick, we'll just do this quick.
Shout out beer.
Yeah, we're hopefully going to have some Outlaw Beer before our next trip. So shout out Derek Helms. You failed us on this first trip, but I appreciate the call of apology that you gave me when we were driving up here. Looking forward to drinking Outlaw Beer when we're at camp in the future hunts and trips. What is the Outlaw Moment of the Day for you, Everett?
Hindsight, getting up.
My man.
My Outlaw Moment of the Day was getting a nap. That was
That's
pretty
funny.
awesome. Outlaw
That's
Moment of the
funny.
Day for you, Joe.
Man, when I sank that clutch 40-foot for birdie.
What?
it was
Earlier, 60-foot putt.
It was
now
like
it's a
12.
40-foot putt.
It was like a solid 12.
We came in here early when you guys got back. He was like, I sank a 60-foot putt. Mike was like,
We just saw the video. It was like 12
wasn't even
feet.
that big.
We saw the video.
Anyway,
So it was when you
my
sank it.
60. Yeah,
my outlaw moment.
It's his outlaw moment. No, for
Logan.
how bad the hunting was this morning. I mean, it was still a fun day. I had a good time. It's just fun being out here and golf. Anytime you get to go golfing on a municipal 9, you can't complain. When the greens are like pie plates and the tee boxes are the size of North Dakota, it's hard to go wrong.
Golf on a goose trip, baby.
Heck yeah. And,
What are we-
and fishing.
What are we doing tomorrow, though?
So tomorrow, it sounds like we're going to do the scout that Q and Mike and I had. This was a field that Cody and actually all the guys up here have been looking at. We looked at it last night. There was only like 20, 25 birds in there. It's pretty good. It's north of 100 birds that are in there tonight. Well, we're not going to have any wind tomorrow, so you get to hear us, Heartland Waterfowl, complain about not having any wind again. Although that might be a good thing in some ways based on what we experienced today.
Panel blinds.
Huh? I think we can get away with panel blinds. There's a big row of big round bales in there that are stacked together. So I think we can use that to our benefit, whether it's a backdrop or being at the
Button up
end.
next
T.
to 'em.
I think we would use a T and face the south with a northeast wind. And then in all of this, it's hard to explain. You'll have to see it. But, I mean, we're talking about the undulation in the fields, right? So based on where the birds were, they're on a downhill slope. But if you want to face to the west, then there is you're going uphill. It's just a matter of how steep is it from the road. It looks kind of steep, but I think there might be 30, 40 yards where it's a little bit flat. And if we can do that, we can get away with sun to our back. And the birds are supposed to be coming from the north. So there's a lot of ducks in the fields too. So we get to watch them put on a show tomorrow.
That's it?
That'd be nice.
Huh?
That's it? We're just going to watch them?
Well, you can't shoot them.
Oh.
So we get to watch them put on a show. But, I mean, I'm guessing 120
Nice.
ish.
I'm in.
Enough.
That's
enough.
Overall, yeah, no doubt for
I'm
early
in.
season.
I'm in, baby.
Evan was going to put the birds, who's another buddy of ours that's up here hunting with us. He was going to put them to bed tonight to get an idea of exactly where they
Tuck
were
'em
going
in
to
tight.
roost. That's right. That's right.
Hopefully they come right back.
Yeah.
So I don't know as far as cloudy conditions. I didn't really pay that much attention to the weather report on that, but I know that there's next to no wind. So that's the only thing that concerns me. But hey, they're in there and they're pretty much, within, I'd say 60 to 80 yards. I would say they're all in that same vicinity. So we can just trick a few of them. That's all we need, really.
Right on.
Let's hopefully change our luck tomorrow.
Heck
And
yeah.
let's go eat some walleye.
Yeah, dude, let's go fry
We got some
fish.
fish frying to do, so we're going to wrap this up. We want to thank Dirty Duck Coffee. We want to thank Outlaw Beer. We want to thank the guys behind the board, Dakota and Q, Marathon Media. Also, we are going to give away a Heartland Waterfowl Swag Pack. We got Everett over here, who's wearing a brand new Heartland Waterfowl hat. I'm wearing a brand new waterfowl hat. He's wearing a brand new, although it's backwards and you can't see it, although it's basically just similar to that one. Can you just show us real quick? Can you show the camera real quick?
It's
There you
green.
go. It's got that...
It's the same one I was wearing last night.
I know, but maybe they didn't see that episode. Is it's really difficult for you? There you go. Put on that hat. There you go. Look at that. With the leather patch on the front, we got all new designs, brand new shirts and hoodies, and we've got what's called the design of the month. It's just a limited run, but they're really cool designs. If you like it, go get it, because once it's gone, and the new design is coming out on September 1st. So check it out, heartlandwaterfowl.com, by liking this episode and by commenting on this episode and subscribing to the Heartland Waterfowl YouTube channel. It gets you automatically entered. And of course, we would love for you also to interact with these episodes by giving us what you think would be a good ducked up question of the episode. So put that in the comments. It'll get you entered to win the Heartland Waterfowl Swag Pack that we'll give away at the end of this trip. So for Everett Adkins, Logan Burditt, Joe Palumbo, I'm Ronnie Philips. Thanks for watching another episode of Behind the Blind, brought to you by Double T British Kennels. Almost said Labs. Thanks, guys.